I'm entrusted with the key to the church tower by Hugo, the key holder. Don't ring the bells, I'm told. It's strictly bad practice even in good times. For one thing, no one would be expecting to hear the bells. You would spook the town. And I feel the weight of the key in my hand. The door sits beneath the tower on the southwest of the church, above 3 relatively new steps. The key's action is smooth, and the door opens silently onto older steps, steep, worn, turning briefly anti-clockwise to reveal a long, straight flight and a rail to help you climb. Perhaps I could ring just one of the bells, softly, so softly only the dead can hear, just enough to make it sing. I could ring it for the lamb on the cross and the hands that carved that ancient tomb, the Wirksworth stone. And anyway, who would even know if it little more than sings? I could ring it to the wonder of Daniel Defoe, whose ears once heard these same bells ring. Perhaps I could ring just one of the bells, softly, so softly no one hears, or hears it as if in a dream perhaps, calling them to morning prayers, calling them to wake, but slowly, softly, late, in the same way the dawn breaks over the sleeping legs of Little Bow Hill. Maybe I will ring just one of the bells for the medieval knights in their alabaster tombs. I could swing it very gently swing it to little more than ting it. Do you ken Ken's mini market? I'd ring to let him know.
Ken! 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 Look at me! I'm up in the tower!
If I rang it close to the hour, who would even know if instead of 8 or 9 there'd been 10 chimes, and those who did it only go to work sooner? And surely that could only be a good thing. Perhaps I should ring one of the bells and freak Hugo out, lock the door, climb the steps, and laughing like a lunatic, alarm the town by ringing loud a long and lonesome bell. A single ceaseless bell warning the town that someone now had locked themselves in the tower, and every second of every hour was ringing out a warning of the sleepless night ahead. Or instead, now I've got the key, I'll let you in to follow me, and together we'll climb that long straight flight past the narrow window of light to enter the ringing room. The musty smell of ancient wood, incense, and candle smoke. The long ropes hanging like sacred nooses or fluces. The tall and colourful sallies teasing you to pull them. And the words of Hugo ringing in our ears. Don't ring the bells. The grandsire triples or the plain bob doubles. Percy's T strainer, treble place major, or heaven forbid, Titanic sinks. or heaven forbid, Titanic sinks, how far in time and space does it ring? If I pull full circle the tenor bell over 1600 weight of bronze, and from foot to little leaden hat, this 13th century tower of stone reverberates its song. If I pull full circle the tenor bell, lift, balance, then tip its barrel of sound over and through these ancient streets, West End, Wash Green, Warm Brook, to fair flood and overflow this bright basin in the hills, how far would it spill beyond? Would it echo inside the cavernous dreams of Dreamhole, and of the woolly rhino that slid there down into its tomb? Would it ruffle the flame of Toadman's taper, whispering later, keep your light burning, for you know not the day nor the hour of my song? Would it float like a ghost on Carsington water, over the boats and fishermen's heads, singing the names of the Luttadarum who measured and weighed and inscribed it on lead? Would it echo on the backs of the black rocks and in the limestone quarries of Hopton Wood? Could it call to the fossils of Derbyshire marbles, to the broken sea lilies and feather stars, to Oscar Wilde's Parisian tomb, and the headstones of soldiers even farther from home? And if it rolls for the ghosts of long ago, could it roll for the ghosts of today? For the people we fail to hear, the people we fail to see? For if you listen very closely, shh, listen till it disappears, could you follow it to the other side and hear how others hear? And if you listen very closely, shh, listen, could it still the world? Could it renew what we are? How far could it be heard?